Well, there you go. I have made it to the arch, the Gateway Arch, which is my first national park stop on this journey I have commenced upon, which I have not made a vlog entry yet for it. I was going to in the driveway before I left, but there was a time crunch, and I've actually I've been on the road now for 4 days. I stayed at a RV park in a place called Cross City, Florida, just 3 hours north of where I live. The first 2 nights, and then I started driving north and stayed in Alabama last night at a Walmart. No, I was in Tennessee by then. Just got into Tennessee, and then today I'm here. So yeah, and I'm gonna keep on heading north. I have a reservation on pretty cool Merritt Reservoir State Park in Nebraska, starting tomorrow night. So for a week. So that's where I'm headed next. But yeah, I've been to this arch before. I haven't actually set foot here, but I have been to the arch before in 1995, or saw it before, I should say. Driving by, I didn't even stop. I had a nasty hangover that day, and thanks to my dear uncle Glenn, may he rest in peace. He's been dead for over 10 years now, but this was, almost 30 years ago, 28 years ago, and I had gotten out of the Air Force, and he got me good and drunk that night. The only person in my mom's family, he's my mom's brother, was my mom's brother, who drank alcohol, and he drank me under the table that night, and it was a heat wave. It was July of '95. It was a heat wave. I'll never forget that day. It was over 100 degrees here in St. Louis, and it was miserable. He didn't have air conditioning in his house, and so he got me good and wasted, and then I slept on his couch poorly and woke up with the worst hangover I probably ever had in my life. And I was to drive, I think 800 miles, 700 miles, something that day to my dad's house in Pennsylvania. And so I didn't have time. I don't think I even got going until noon or later. And I was probably still drunk, but, you got to do what you got to do. And I hit the road in that heat. Oh, I didn't have air conditioning in my car either. I did when I left Phoenix, but it was broken by the time I got to St. Louis. And yeah, it was a day I will never forget, probably. But yeah, so this time I'm going to do it proper. I'm going to check it out, go to the national park and office and get my sticker, But yeah, my first national park stop on this trip. The beginning of my nomadic journey. But yeah, it's Les here, coming to you from St. Louis, the Gateway Arch. Stay tuned.